Right, okay, alright. So, this week, we finally went to London. We shot the first couple of scenes, and I think the last scene as well, for the movie. We had some hiccups. Connery didn't realise that he was coming round the night before shooting. He thought that he was coming round Thursday night and filming Friday, when really he was meant to come Wednesday night and film Thursday. But, all of a sudden, he was... I needed him here to sort out stuff for shooting, because we needed to go through things, we need to charge batteries, and need to know how much stuff we had. So I kind of begged him to come over, sleep round, so that we could sort out stuff. We ended up going to bed at like 12 o'clock. My dad was going to drop us off at like 5, but we would have died. So we didn't. Sorting out tickets was a bit rough. Ended up spending like nearly 40 quid trying to get there on peak times. So that's probably why the tickets cost so much. And then we spent an extra like £18 getting railway cards for each of us. So it was a bad start to the morning. Afterwards, after Owen finally got there, because he had to make a travel all the way from Reading, we finally got to film our first scene at about 10:30 a.m. We'd already been in London for about 2 hours and couldn't do anything because we had this whole bag of equipment and we couldn't just leave it there. So I tried filming what I could, but everything just looked bad because I was carrying around this big heavy case worth of stuff, and I only had one hand on the camera, so I couldn't leave it anywhere because it would have got stolen. So I didn't want to risk it. There was about 200 quid's worth of camera gear in there, and although it could be replaced, it would have been very, very annoying, and I don't want to spend 200 quid buying back equipment that I already have. So I decided that we'd wait for Owen to show up, and then afterwards we started to pick up the pace. My friend Gary, who was coming back all the way back from Bournemouth just to come film with us, he didn't get there till 12, so we filmed everything that we could without him. And then we met up with him at around 1 o'clock. We had lunch, and then we kind of sorted out the plan, and he took us to the allotment where we were going to film the last scene, and then also some following scenes where Owen is stalking Connery. By the way, I cast Connery as my main actor. I emailed Lisa Kudrow, I believe. Was it Lisa Kudrow? It was Lisa Kudrow, wasn't it? Was it Lisa Kudrow? It was. Yeah, so I emailed Lisa Kudrow, who was... Yeah, it is. I emailed Lisa. She was like head of drama department, to try and cast a main actor last minute. Turns out, because I'm the luckiest person in the world, that she was ill for that entire week. This was just doomed to fail, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. So I had Connery around, so I was like, Connery, you've got to be my main character. And so Connery said yes to being my main character, which saved me a lot of time. However, that meant that I did have one less cameraman, so whenever he was in shot, we'd be one cameraman down, and since I would also be having scenes with him, and so that created complications, because I then realised after we got there that we did not have enough crew to actually film some of the scenes that we needed. Also, another complication was that my makeup artist, who lives in my area in Beaconsfield, she was unavailable that week, and so we couldn't push back this London trip any longer, so we had to go. So I tried to call up my contingency, who would be doing the makeup for us when we go to Reading, and she was unavailable too. And so we couldn't film any of the scenes where I'm all bloodied up after the fight, which is what I wanted to do, where we're running through endless crowds under the tube and then getting on tube trains. So we may have to cut this out of the movie and reshape it to have it maybe in Henley or Reading, but chances are that we're not going to have time to shoot them at all at this point, which is going to be sad. So I may have to rewrite the script, but hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully we can shoot some stuff, but we do need all the actors at once with camera people, because I think tomorrow was that we were going to go back, and that will be in the next week's vlog, so you'll know how that ends up. We're going to go back, but at the moment it doesn't look good, because all the stuff that I want to do, I only want to make 2 trips to London, because otherwise it will cost too much and I can't afford it. And at the moment, I don't think we're going, and we're going to have to reschedule it for either next week or 2 weeks down the line, and that's really going to cost us. It's going to make things a lot more difficult, and if we can't get the people behind it, then I don't see any point going, because I don't want to go to London and then have it be wasted because I couldn't actually do anything that day. So if we can't go to London again, we're just going to have to go to Reading instead and film what we can, and try and make Reading look like London. So there'll probably be a lot of low shots, a lot of montages, a lot of quick cuts. But we're just going to have to work around this because time is running out, and I need to get the fight scene done as well, which is the main part of the action film. Without it, it'll just be somebody stalking another person without any context. So we've got to do that. We've also got to get my friend Gary down to Beaconsfield to shoot a car scene. We're trying to schedule that now, but it's being a bit difficult at the moment, so hopefully that'll get sorted out in the next couple of weeks. But the deadline is coming. Most of the coursework is done now, and so basically it's all hands on deck to try and get this finished now, because there have been a lot of complications, and hopefully they'll be resolved sooner rather than later. But until next week, we shall see how this goes and if I'm royally screwed. So, till then, goodbye. What am I doing? I'm stressed. Can you see how stressed I am? I'm so stressed. Look at me, I'm so stressed. I'm tired, I need to go to sleep. I'm going to go sleep. Alright, okay. Alright, bye.